Brian, that's the main work of the week done, just the team run to come tomorrow. How are the boys feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. We got through as much work as we needed to do. Obviously, we're restricted by how much we can do because of the journey time and the travel time, which has not been a problem. We knew this, and everything's gone to plan. But we got through a decent session the other day, and just got through some tactical stuff there, which has been great. Look okay.
In terms of the squad, how are they feeling?
Yeah, they are. They're good. It's an hard one to gauge whether they're just good because we're in Australia and we're training in sun, and they've got that good feel about them. But more than that, you talk to them off the field, they're in good shape. They believe they can win. That's as good an indicator as any. If we believe we can win, whether we can or we can't, that's up for debate, and that's for other people to talk about. But our players they're so sure they're going to beat Melbourne, and we're going to the game. It's not an arrogance, and it's not being overconfident. It's just a belief based on who we are, what we do, and some of the stuff we've been through as well as a group over the last 18 months. It seems to be that it's all come together for what is a huge challenge on Friday night. We're in great shape for it.
It does seem remarkable, given that both teams play in a salary cap competition, that this is the fourth meeting in a number of years between these two sides. The fact that both teams have been so successful over a period of time.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of added spice there, isn't there, in this World Club fixture, because it's the fourth time, and Melbourne have been an unbelievably successful club, as have the Leeds Rhinos, and it's interesting. I was talking to Craig Bellamy that we seem to win competitions at the same time as well. It isn't like that we win one then they win one the year after. So yes, there's a healthy rivalry and respect amongst the clubs, but we'll see what that counts for on Friday night when the game starts. They're keen for it, Melbourne. Everything they've been talking about, all the noises they've been making, it is a genuine World Cup challenge game, and they want to win, as do we, and we know it's going to be a big game.
Team news wise, how are Joel Moon and Brett Delaney most important?
Brett Delaney's past his specialist. He had to go see a concussion specialist while he was out here, which was a challenging meeting by all accounts. But Frog confused him enough, so he's been given the green light. And Joel Moon hasn't trained so far this week. He's still having some issues there with his back, but we expect him to play. And Moon is just one of those players that sometimes he doesn't need a whole raft of training behind him. He'll just get on the field and do some stuff. So it's an ideal with Mooney, and he hasn't passed his fitness test just yet, so there's no guarantee he will play, but we're confident and hopeful.
Is there a doubt about Carl Ablett as well? He missed out on training today.
Yeah, he did, and he had a groin issue. I think if you looked at the video, you pick it up within about 5-10 minutes there. He started limping. He'd played for the rest of the game with a groin. Tough hombre, Carl, with stuff like that. He's played with fractured fingers and busted thumbs, and you don't really find out until after the game that he did it so early in the game, and this was one of those occasions that he's had a groin issue and he himself hasn't trained, but we're more confident he'll pull through, but again, he's still got to pass a fitness test tomorrow.
Just 48 hours away from the game, and you've only found out today that there's going to be 2 referees for this game. We found out from the competition. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, it's not good. It's not good, and I don't think there's anything sinister in this from the NRL. But their competition plays with 2 referees. Our competition plays with 1. And there's been all sorts of dialogue over the last few years about whether Super League should move to 2, and therefore we know enough about it, and I know the pitfalls of it. But I'll tell you, we're not happy that this has been forced upon us. We agreed in England some parameters of how we're going to play the game, about the rotations that we have. We're playing with 12 instead of 10. The NRL play with 8 and we play with 10, and we've agreed 12. And the term that was used was always international rules. The international rules are that you play with 1 referee, so just been informed today we're going to play with 2, which we've got nothing to hide, and I don't think the second referee is going to find any sort of cynical play or sneaky play out of us. I just hope that they don't showcase 2 referees and it becomes a penalty-ridden game.